Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Mr. Rhino 3D. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at 3 new features recently introduced on Hi3D.ai. The first feature is the new Edit mode, which allows you to make basic modifications to your generated 3D models. The second feature is the ability to prepare models for 3D printing, making them easier to manufacture. And finally, Hi3D now lets you automatically split large models into multiple parts and generate connectors and joints that help assemble the printed pieces accurately. This is especially useful if your model is too large to fit on your 3D printer's build plate. Throughout this video, we'll test each of these new features together to see how well they actually work. Let's get started. First, we'll open Hi3D.ai and choose a reference image to generate our 3D model. Since I've already covered all the generation settings in my previous videos, I won't go over them again here. I'll simply click Generate and wait for the model to be created. Once the generation is complete, you can immediately see that the model quality is very impressive. The overall shape and details are created professionally, and the AI does a great job of capturing the reference image. Now let's move on to the editing tools and see what they can actually do. At the end, I'll share my honest opinion about their strengths, weaknesses, and whether they're worth using in a real workflow. The first section is Sculpt mode, which includes 5 different editing tools. I tested all of them, but I found myself using the Smooth tool far more than the others. To be completely honest, I wouldn't rely too heavily on Hi3D for editing. Compared to professional 3D software such as Rhino or Blender, the editing tools are still quite limited. However, the Smooth tool is genuinely useful. It softens rough surfaces, removes unwanted bumps, and creates cleaner transitions across the mesh. This helps reduce the amount of cleanup required later after importing the model into Rhino, where editing dense meshes can be much more difficult. After smoothing the model as much as I needed, I briefly tested the remaining sculpting tools. As you'll see, they work, but I personally didn't find them as useful for my workflow, so I won't spend too much time on them. Next, let's look at the base feature. As I mentioned in previous videos, Hi3D lets you add a few simple geometric shapes to your model. One practical use is adding a base for models that will be 3D printed. If you print collectible figures or fantasy characters, this feature can save you some modeling time by automatically creating a simple stand. I'll quickly choose one of the available base styles and move on to the next feature. The next feature is probably the most interesting one: automatic model splitting and connector generation. Before connectors can be added, the model first needs to be divided into separate parts. Hi3D allows you to split a character into anywhere from 2 to 6 sections. This feature works best with humanoid characters that have clearly defined body parts such as the head, arms, legs, and torso. However, if you're working with fantasy characters or unusual poses, the AI may have trouble recognizing different body parts correctly. So, if you're planning to use this feature, choosing the right type of character will give you much better results. When I tested this model, I first tried splitting it into 6 sections. As you can see, the AI struggled to separate the head correctly because the hairstyle and beard confused the detection. Instead, I switched to 5 sections, and the result was much more accurate. After splitting the model, I moved on to the connector feature. Several connector styles are available, and you can choose whichever one best suits your project. Based on my own experience, I don't recommend using the ball-shaped connectors because they tend to produce more alignment issues after printing. The simpler connector styles generally provide a much more reliable and accurate assembly. Once the connectors have been generated, you can export the model in the file format required by your 3D printer or slicing software. Now let's take a look at the final 3D printed result. As you can see, this is the finished model after printing and assembling all the pieces together. Overall, I think these new features are a welcome addition to Hi3D.ai. While the editing tools still have room for improvement, the automatic splitting and connector generation can save a significant amount of time, especially for creators who regularly prepare large models for 3D printing. If you want to try this AI-powered 3D printing workflow yourself, check out Hi3D using the link in the description. With Hi3D version 3 now available, you can get up to 60% off the annual subscription. If you're interested in AI 3D modeling and 3D printing, definitely give it a try. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. I hope you found this review helpful and informative. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what feature you'd like me to test next. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.